The Dominion had ruled the stars for over a millennium. Empires fell before them, planets burned, and species vanished into obscurity. Their fleets were unmatched, numbering in the tens of thousands, bristling with weapons that could level entire worlds in hours. Technology centuries beyond most civilizations ensured no one resisted for long. Pride and hubris were constants in the hearts of Dominion leaders until humanity emerged at the edge of their domain. Humans were, by Dominion metrics, insignificant. Their fleet was small, their technology conventional, their civilization considered primitive. Yet, when the Dominion sent their customary ultimatum, surrender or face annihilation, the humans responded not with panic or negotiation, but a single word: acknowledged. No plea, no desperate calls, no attempts at bargaining, just acknowledgement. Dominion commanders laughed. Another primitive species too proud to know its place, sneered warlords Earthon, overseeing the deployment of 50,000 ships to enforce compliance. The first human colonies fell easily. Conventional bombardment destroyed defenses within hours. Dominion fleets expected the remaining worlds to collapse in days, but humans fought with unusual determination. Defensive installations adapted rapidly. Weapons struck with uncanny precision, and despite their smaller numbers, human fleets inflicted heavier than expected losses. By the time the Dominion reached Earth, they expected a desperate, broken species. Instead, Earth's orbital defenses were fully prepared, with advanced railguns, energy interceptors, and nuclear deterrents perfectly synchronized. Then, from deep space, a single human vessel approached. It was small, sleek, seemingly ordinary. Compared to Dominion dreadnoughts, it was negligible. Admiral Vorthen scoffed. One ship. Surely a gesture of surrender. The ship did not retreat. It did not negotiate. It did not engage in conventional combat. It accelerated directly toward the heart of the Dominion fleet. Sensors flickered. Shields faltered. Communication channels became garbled with distorted signals. Entire squadrons vanished. No explosions, no debris, no survivors, just absence. The human vessel passed through the fleet, cutting like a blade through matter. Dominion officers reported a sensation of unease, a resonance that seemed to emanate from space itself. Ships ceased to exist, not destroyed, not crippled, simply gone. Fleet Admiral Vorthen's mind struggled to comprehend the loss. 50,000 ships vanished without a trace. Crews included in the Grand Throne Chamber on Zyros Prime. Emperor Voron Chal and his warlords were confronted with the impossible. "Explain this," the Emperor demanded, his massive form trembling. "Is this some failure of sensors?" Chief Intelligence Officer Miran's golden eyes pierced the chamber. "My lord, it was not technology in any conventional sense. Our fleet has not been destroyed. Reality itself seems to have been altered. The humans did not fight us. They were the instrument." Panic, a concept unknown to the Dominion for over 1,000 years, spread like wildfire. Strategists pored over simulations. Scientists debated physics. Yet no explanation satisfied the evidence that humans had rewritten the rules of engagement itself. Days later, a second transmission appeared simultaneously across every Dominion communication channel. Coordinates, a warning, a test. 1,000 ships were dispatched, not as a fleet of conquest, but as a measured demonstration of strength. The sector was empty. Sensors reported no anomalies, no hidden weapons, no cloaked ships. Yet, as the fleet advanced, engines faltered, communications glitched, and one by one, vessels vanished. Fleet Commander Jarth Kren ordered retreat, but it was too late. Space itself seemed to convulse. A ripple, almost alive, moved through the void. In their minds, Dominion officers heard a single, chilling message: "Do not make us send another." The 1,000 ships disappeared as completely as the 50,000 before them. No wreckage, no signals, no evidence, just emptiness. The Dominion had learned fear. A species they had considered weak had taught them a lesson in power beyond comprehension. Humanity did not pursue conquest. They did not fire weapons. They had shown restraint. Yet their presence alone had reshaped the galactic order. Fleets were confined to home systems. Expansion ceased. The once mighty Dominion became stagnant, crippled by knowledge of a force they could not challenge. Across the galaxy, whispers of humanity grew. It was not fear of destruction alone. It was fear of the unknown, the incomprehensible, the undeniable evidence that humans could bend reality itself. Empires spoke of them in hushed tones. Scientists speculated endlessly. Strategists revised doctrine. No civilization ever confronted humans directly again. Years became decades. The Dominion patrolled cautiously, guarding borders rather than seeking conquest. Their fleets, once symbols of invincibility, now moved like caged beasts. Their pride had been shattered. The lesson humanity had imparted endured across generations. Power was not measured by numbers or weapons alone, but by the intelligence, ingenuity, and resolve to defy expectations. Somewhere in the deepest reaches of human-controlled space, the vessels of humanity watched quietly. They did not gloat. They did not taunt. Their lesson had been delivered. The Dominion had learned fear. Humanity had taught it. Without firing a single shot, without even raising a weapon, for the first time in a 1,000-year history, the galaxy knew that humans were no longer prey. They were the arbiters of reality, the unseen force that had toppled empires and reshaped civilizations, and any who challenged them in the future would face the same silent, inevitable lesson.